Lots of exciting news to cover with Kaspa today. First and foremost, I just topped off my Kaspa bag. I've been DCAing all throughout 2023 and 2024, so right now I can finally say I am satisfied with the amount of Kaspa that I currently hold, and it's a pretty good opportunity right now to DCA as Kaspa is having a slight dip. So if you want to look for your entry into Kaspa or to DCA into Kaspa even more, right now could be a good time, and I'm going to cover the short-term analysis, the technical analysis later in today's video, so stay tuned for that, as well as the long-term analysis, right? I'm going to be looking at the long-term price targets for Kaspa with the market cap and with the price, right? I've laid out a chart much like I did with Turbo and Brett. So if you enjoy the content of those videos, then you're going to enjoy this one as well. And then also I'm going to talk about what you should be doing with your Kaspa right now, how you should be looking at the market, and what types of plays you should be making. So let's jump right in. First and foremost, Kaspa is still my strongest conviction altcoin play. This has not yet changed, right? Kaspa has such great technology. All great cryptos need to have three things. They need to have technology, hype, and tokenomics. Community kind of falls into hype. I think Kaspa has an amazing community. Tokenomics, Kaspa has one of the best tokenomics in the game, right? The fact that it was fairly launched, no pre-mine, no ICO, means that it is not prone to any insider dumps. And then you have technology, right? Kaspa is the world's first block DAG technology. So Kaspa, there's a lot of great things going for it. Great community, great tokenomics, great hype. This coin has everything. Kaspa is constantly developing, right? It is constantly under development. You can see it is updating its website each and every time it has a new development. It's laid out its roadmap very clearly, as you can see on this website, right? We've completed many tasks, and you can see we still have a few things under development, under testing, development, and then last but not least, smart contracts is still under planning. So there are still many more things to come with Kaspa, many more developments to come. This project is being worked on by so many developers, and it is a very active project. You want to see projects with developers actively working on it, and Kaspa is definitely one of those projects. Another bullish thing about Kaspa is that a lot of big institutions are looking to invest in this coin. Grayscale, one of the largest buyers of crypto, currently added Kaspa to their watch list very recently. As you can see, currently Grayscale holds Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, Stellar, XRP, and Zcash, and assets under consideration, Kaspa. Grayscale has a reputation of investing in the largest and most established cryptocurrencies such as Bitcoin and Ethereum, and it is now currently turning towards these smaller altcoins because it knows that altcoin season is just in the horizon, right? Altcoin season will happen this year. If not this year, then next year, right? Q1, Q2 of next year. And when that happens, Kaspa is going to be one of the top altcoins. So Grayscale is looking, and it is waiting to just jump into this opportunity to get into Kaspa. And the chart is actually looking very exciting, right? You might think, hey, we've actually been dipping, these past couple of months ever since the beginning of August, right? When we hit this 21-cent all-time high, we've basically had a 30 to 40% retracement, now all the way back down to about that 13-cent range. Well, this is very bullish in my opinion, because as you guys can see, every single time Kaspa makes this flag pattern, it has a massive pump and creates a new all-time high right after. Right, this has happened 3 times now. Basically, it happened in November, right, from kind of December, November, all the way to February. About that 2-month span, it had this descending flag, and then boom, we shot up all the way, made a new all-time high, and then same thing happened, right? 2-month window, we kind of have this descending flag, and then boom, shoot all the way up, all-time high, all-time high, all-time high. And this is kind of when the market was super bullish, right, in about June and July. And then, of course, we had that retracement in the beginning of August, right, crash in August, and then we held steady. And then now, minor retracement once again, back to mid-level support. This is very important, guys. Mid-level support is now our main support. It used to be the strong support area that was our main support, but now it seems like mid-level is going to be that test, right? I think we can definitely hold mid-level. We've been bouncing off of it recently, and right now we are completely in the support zone. So we went from bouncing off the top of the support to now being inside the support, which is good to see, because we want to see us testing the support, right? Every single time we test the support, we're making it stronger and stronger and stronger. And then eventually when we do break out of this descending flag triangle, which could be any day now, any week, right? I would not be surprised if Kaspa eventually makes a 180, and then retest this resistance. And then maybe around that time, Bitcoin has another breakout. Bitcoin breaks out into all-time highs, and that would mean that Kaspa would follow along with Bitcoin and make another all-time high. Now you might be wondering, what are the predictions, right? What are my price predictions for when this happens, for when Kaspa makes this new all-time high? Well, just based on a fib retracement, I always use fib retracement because it's just a very easy way to kind of see what's happening in the markets. If we grab this local high to the local low, and then we do the retracement like this, then you can see about this 56-cent area, which is what I believe to be a good area to target, right? It's the 4.236 Fibonacci extension. That is going to be kind of that next leg up. I think we can either land anywhere from this kind of 1.618 to that 4.236. Anywhere in that range is going to be that next leg up. So basically anything from about 27 cents to 56 cents, anything in that range is going to be the target for the next leg up. And right now we're just talking about the short term. So obviously, in my opinion, Kaspa can go a lot higher than just 27 cents or even 56 cents, right? I think Kaspa has a great chance to go well above $1. And in just a little bit, I'm going to be breaking down all of the price scenarios that I can see playing out for Kaspa. So make sure to stay tuned for that. Make sure to keep watching. But right now, in just talking about the short term, you can see that Kaspa is actually having an RSI that's very, very low, which means that right now, like I mentioned before, is a good time to DCA. This is why I loaded up on Kaspa recently. This is why I topped off my bag during this dip that we're having. Kaspa has been making higher lows and then higher highs, right? It's been staircasing up, right? You see the staircase pattern, staircase, 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 and the next staircase, we're eventually going to break out once again. So every single time Kaspa dips all the way down here, that's when I load up, right? I loaded up here, I loaded up here, and then recently I loaded up here, right? These are just prime opportunities, in my opinion, to load up on Kaspa. If you're bullish on Kaspa, if you're bullish on the narrative, then you should definitely be loading up if you have that spare cash, right? If you truly believe in this project, which I personally do, then buying the dip is such a good opportunity. But enough talking about the short term, let's talk about the long term. This is what you guys have been waiting for. Currently, Kaspa sits at a price of 13 cents. Now, I've broken this down into what I think to be extremely high likelihood of happening, 50% likelihood, which is still pretty good, right? I think 50% can definitely still happen. And then 10% likelihood is, the scenarios where I don't really think could happen. It definitely can happen, but I wouldn't really put my money on it. So extremely high likelihood is anything from a $7 billion market cap to a $20 billion market cap. The $7 billion market cap would give Kaspa a 28-cent valuation, which is a 2x from today's price. And why $7 billion market cap? Well, that is the 1.618 fib extension. I've kind of have this Excel sheet on the side. This is what I use to calculate these numbers, just so you guys have some transparency. But yeah, that is why I chose 7 billion, because it's the 1.618. I think it definitely will hit most likely before 2024 ends. So a 2x return before December is very likely, in my opinion. And then the 3.618 will give you a price of 52 cents, which is this $13 billion market cap valuation, which is a 4x from today's price. And then a $20 billion market cap, which is 80 cents for Kaspa, which is a 6x from today's price, is the all-time high market cap of Chainlink, right? Chainlink was another very popular coin in last bull cycle, and I think Kaspa is a much, much, much better crypto than Chainlink. So, even doing the all-time high of Chainlink, which I think Kaspa can definitely do in this bull run, would be a 6x from today's price, which is a very, very good return. Now, jumping into the 50% likelihood category, these I think can still hit, right? I think Kaspa can hit a $30 billion to $50 billion market cap, but this would require a lot of cards to fall in place, right? First and foremost, we need some institutional investors, right? So we need Grayscale to get in, we need more big players to get in, right? I think after that, when retail follows, that is when you're going to see, this 30 billion, 50 billion plus market cap. You need institutions to get in, and then you need retail to top it off. So with a 30 billion market cap valuation. That was the all-time high market cap of Avalanche, right? Another very popular coin, which I think Kaspa is much better than. That would put Kaspa at a $1.2 valuation, which is a 9x from today's price, right? I think this is still pretty likely. Now, a $50 billion market cap valuation, which would put Kaspa at a price of $2. That is Polkadot's all-time high market cap, which once again, I think Kaspa is a much better coin than Polkadot's. But the reason why I'm telling you that all the chips need to fall in place is because a coin can be very good, right? A coin can have such great technology, such as Kaspa, but it needs the hype, the community, it needs the institutional investors, it needs the retail investors, it needs all of these chips to fall into place for this coin to do well. It's not just the technology, which is why even though Kaspa, in my opinion, is better than literally all of these coins that I have listed here, I still think that a little bit of luck needs to come into play, right? I don't want to be a moon boy here, right? I want to give you guys the most transparent analysis possible. So that's why I've laid it out here, color coordinated, just so you guys can see exactly what I mean. And last but not least, this 10% likelihood, which is a little bit moon boyish, right? I really don't think in this cycle this is going to happen, but you never know, right? Kaspa can be the Solana of this cycle for all I know. Maybe altcoin season is the biggest altcoin season we've ever had. You know, Kaspa is literally a top 5 coin this cycle. Everything falls perfectly into line and Kaspa can crush this $90 billion market cap. If that's actually the scenario, if everything is perfect, right? In a perfect world where Kaspa is getting so much hype, so much attention, so many investors, it's continuing to develop its technology, it will easily crush $90 billion market cap. This was the all-time high market cap of Cardano right here. So $3.60, 26x from today's price. A lot of things need to fall in place for this, but I'll still give it a 10% chance. So this is my full analysis for the long term. Let me know, guys, in the comments below what you think about it, whether you're bullish, whether you're bearish. I personally am still so bullish on this coin. I think it's going to do wonders, but let me know in the comments below and let me know what other videos you want to see, and I'll see you guys in the next one.